among us is Mr. Gaurav Mathur, who is 1999 IRS EE officer. He has taken great pains to prepare this presentation, as you will further visualize this presentation. So I'd like to welcome Mr. Gaurav and request him to kindly start his presentation. Gaurav, time is yours now.
Very good afternoon to all of you. And I'll just make a very small correction. I am from 2000 electrical batch. And yes, I have done some research to help all officers and all our supervisors in our daily needs. What happens is we are always entangled in the works which railways really wants us to do. And we are not able to look into very simple technologies, very user friendly technologies, which AI is now bringing up. So, in this presentation, I have just summarized 7 to 10 points, which I feel are very simple, are all free presently. I do not know in a later stage, but presently they're all free tools, and these free tools can help us in our office work uh, and help us to do all our mundane works very efficiently, help us to analyze and do quick checks of data very efficiently. And next, help us in our creativity. Next, help us in uh, grasp such knowledge and interpret such knowledge, which is so vast that we are not able to comprehend it in a very easy manner. Lastly, I would just like to tell you that all these tools, presently I have taken Google tools and Copilot, which are free. All these tools are presently free. And there are many alternatives to them also. Presently, we are in a phase where all these companies are expecting that we uh, learn these tools so that we like them so much that maybe at a later stage we buy them also. We are government of India and we can definitely buy smart tools, and let's become smart railway officers by using all these AI tools in our daily operations. You must be seeing a background which is a complicated pattern or has complex figures. But let me tell you, this is just to show that all these things are possible very simply by AI. Now, let me start with my presentation. My flow will be such that I will be going through a presentation, but just a one sided presentation from my side will be quite boring. So, what I have decided that in between presentations, whenever I take a particular point, I will stop the presentation and show you on hands. You can all open your Chrome or your Copilot so that we can learn how to do it exactly side by side. Um, so let me start with the presentation first. That what is the importance of AI? Today, AI, it is the mandate as per the Rail Tech Policy 2026. AI is no longer optional. हम कितना भी बचना चाहें, but this is no longer optional. It is the new standard for railway governance. And these are not my words. These have been written in the Rail Tech Policy 2026. So AI will be used in predictive maintenance, how transitioning from reactive fixes, that how to, once the loco has failed, how to correct it. But apart from that, we'll shift to predictive maintenance, where MTTR and MTBF, the mean time between failure type of things. So we optimize that before this failure happens. We know that the lifetime or the life expectancy of a certain component, as decided by AI through large amount of data, helps us in changing that component in time before the failure. Also, tools like safe monitoring. We have an example where an AI based elephant intrusion detection and drone based broken rail detection system has been introduced. And environmental adaptation, how to operate in foggy conditions, how to enhance safety. The good part is the coding of such complex things is not really required by us. The tools need inputs in very simple languages and can help understand complex system. The coding is done by the AI itself at the background. Today in our lecture, in this webinar, maybe I'm not going to be taking up all these predictive maintenance and operations thing. My topic today is basically to introduce you to AI in helping us in many small office works so that we are able to focus on all these bigger topics. So presently, the administrative bottleneck, as this slide shows, that it is a very big balance between lot of paperwork which we have to read, which we have to generate, which we have to understand, and balance with the actual work on the tracks, on the OHE, on the locomotives for running the railways. So how to help us on this left hand portion so that the right hand portion is made, we are getting more time for this on the field job. So our engineering expertise is really needed in the track work, the railway work, apart from the paperwork, which is itself very important, but sometimes can be very easily done by AI. So what I have just, this is no standard, what I have just summarized or what I will be just taking up is these few tools like NotebookLM. It's a very good tool in itself, which helps in taking lot of data in different formats. And we will see it can have a data in a video format from a YouTube, in a file format, in a written format, and compile them all to give us different type of reports. Like it can make very beautiful presentation. It can make very beautiful audio books so that you can listen to the summary of a lengthy paperwork while you are on the go. So this is a very important tool presently. Luckily, to some extent, it is free, and I'll be covering the free portion only. Gemini and Copilot. These are two uh, uh, chatbots and more than chatbots, which help us again in understanding and creating many documents, which help us in creating many uh, photographs, rather images, and even videos to make our presentation, to make our communication, maybe to the drivers, maybe to uh, a party from which a component has been taken and it is failing. We can generate videos very simply to convey our point of view. Again, so Excel, we know we are very uh, intelligent and we can make complex Excel formulas. But see, the requirement is ever growing. We cannot learn, we cannot comprehend the complexity of all the Excel formulas. And we have a lot of data presently taking in Excel. So if we get trapped anywhere, how can AI help us? And Gamma AI is also for auto generation of formatted slide disks. So just an example I'm showing is how Google Gemini can help you. You can simply say this when you open an AI, it is an interactive chatbot. What is a chatbot? Which chats with you and remembers your chats or your instructions for some time to give an output. That instruction will be followed until your particular chat is or your particular session is continued. So Google, Gemini, or Copilot or ChatGPT are some of the examples. The picture shows that we it is giving the command. The command is called the prompt. Act as a consultant to the chief project manager, Indian Railways. Draft a formal letter to a civil contractor regarding delays in the station redevelopment program. Reference CPWD general conditions. And when you press this button, which is generate, it has given this. You can in this prompt say the contractor name is this, the date is this, the reference number is this, the specific milestone which he has missed is this. So in the format, you can also give one old letter where a particular format is required, and the Gemini will be able to produce a letter which is in the same format with the correct English, with the precise instructions which you want to give. So these type of things not only help in generating simple letters, but understanding bigger concepts also. So let us break down the myth that AI will is not here to replace the engineering judgments. What AI is to help you as an engineer, as an officer, accelerate the process of these documents processing and data sorting so that the final uh, decision will be taken by you on a very sound basis. So it acts as a dedicated administrative force multiplier. Your force, your power to think, your power to analyze is being multiplied by the power given by AI. Now, before I start any example, this is a very important slide where we must understand some when we understand that we have such a powerful tool with us, then we try to upload data which may be not fully acceptable in terms of data privacy. So let me classify. Stop says you should never upload that data which is classified as secret data. Strategic security documents, restricted internal communications. That is, maybe suppose I am an RDSO and suppose a particular uh, vendor gives me a design compliance. So it is his secret design compliance, which is not open to public. So be very careful that such data should never be uploaded. Next is caution, or the middle path is sanitize first. Sanitizing means not to spray some sanitizer, but removing specific employee names, or they suppose a personal department is using, or their particular bank account linkages, some special personalized information which you don't think should be out there in the open. So all the proprietary financial totals, all these such important things which are not in the public domain should be first restrictive partly. Maybe you have a big Excel sheet, you can hide or you can delete 2, 3 data in a temporary file before uploading it for processing it by AI. And what is the go portion? The go portion is all the particular manuals, all the open tenders, the joint procedure orders, public safety circulars, which are already there in the public domain, can be very easily uploaded and can be learned uh, through these AI tools. So let me start first with understanding texts and answering questions. Uh, this is the first thing which I'm going to tell you, that this understanding texts and answering questions is the most basic part of any AI chatbot, be it ChatGPT, be it Gemini, be it Copilot. Copilot, I am saying regularly because I think Copilot is now being bundled with Windows 11 for free. So all of us who have recently bought a laptop in the past maybe 1.5 years or so will be having Copilot with them. Google Gemini to a certain extent is free, and ChatGPT is to a large extent free uh, to a certain level. So, what do we understand? So, let me start with I am now taking a break from my regular presentation. Now, I am going to give you a hands on experience. Let me start either with Google Gemini. So, how do I open Gemini? I just type gemini.google.com and it wants you log in through Google. So I have logged in through Google, right? What we can do to Gemini is here we can upload files. Suppose I want to upload a file, understanding text. I have some large data of a contract with some technical specifications with GCC. This is 3 files of around 1,000 pages each. And I say, I upload them to this, right? All these are in public domain. And now I want to say, we can ask any question, uh, whatever is relevant to us, and let's see how it can answer. So I say, what are the clauses which deal with time delay penalties? Explain them. Okay. So this is the basic Gemini interface where through a Gemini app, You have just opened this, and by just typing gemini.google.com, and you have logged in through your Gmail, you have uploaded by pressing this plus sign, and on the left hand side, upper side, it said upload files. In upload files, I have uploaded 3 files, not one, not two, 3 files to this chat, and have asked question, what are the clauses which deal with time delay penalties. Now, on the right hand side, we see that there are 3 options: flashlight, flash, and pro. Flashlight is when we want very quick answers, very uh, maybe they are not very complicated, not intricate, and we simply want a quick answer for this. Flash is something intermediate, where all around help is given. And in the pro level, advanced maths and coding problems are solved. So let us try. I do not know. I don't know how it will answer. But here I press the submit button and I wait for some time. So here you can see the 3 dots going in a different manner, which shows that the data is being processed. So it is Gemini is reading these 1,000 page documents, and it is giving the various clauses from how many days, waiver of penalties, and price variations for delays. It has given me a list. Now, suppose I want to check where is it given that there is a conditional waiver for time delay. So when I show this, it when I bring my pointer on PDF plus one, it shows that these are the 2 documents where these things are mentioned. And if I click on them, they simply appear. Now, I also want to show this on Copilot. I have a Copilot app, and when I click, let's say new chat. Let me do the same thing with this. So I add images or file. Here also I add understanding text, these 3 files, and I open, right? And again, here I say, give me the clauses. This app would be either available on your laptop if it is already Windows 11, or you can simply go to a Windows store, and you can download this app for free presently. So this version, give me the clauses which deals with the penalty clauses for delay by contractor. I have rephrased some words just to show that our prompt is very important in defining the output which we have. And again, here, there are smart choices. This is the least one. Think deeper is a step ahead. And structure and learn is where it takes not only from these 3 files, but from other sources also. So it says, give me the not deals, give me the details with the which deal Sorry. And if I say in the above files, so I now very clear, and I have again submitted for AI. So it is again, it is now giving me clause by clause, volume 2, GCC of this. Let me not be very, okay, this clause 8, time for commencement, clause 26, completion time guarantee and the liquidated damages, clause 40. So it has taken out all the clauses, and it has also said how they work together. So if you want, so it say, would you like me to pull out the exact LD formula, percentage per day per week? It will always give some questions. Key, now what further do you want to do? So this way you will be prevented from reading lot of lengthy documents if you want some quick data, right? So now let me go back to, or maybe, now let me show you what exactly was in these documents. Suppose this technical specification volume 3. This is the specification of the EMUs for a particular area in Kolkata Metro. So this technical specification had so many headings, and it is a 532-page document. Suppose you just want to know or get a feel that what exactly is there in this document, you can simply say, in volume 3, yeah, for volume 3, please summarize the contents in around 2000 words. Since we are very specific, we know that we just have a time to read 2 pages maybe. So let's see. So it's saying only about the technical specification and introduction and purpose, objective, scope, compliance, the general design philosophy. EMUs must have a proven design, reliability, safety, passenger comfort, train formation, 6-car train set, driving motor plus trailer per motor combination. Then the car body and structural requirements, the major heads under that. The bogies and running gear, the major head under that. Traction and power supply, the performance parameters, as we say in electrical, maximum speed, acceleration, deceleration. So it gives a very short summary so that we are just able to comprehend its whole document without going to just flip through the 532 pages. And if you want, it can again give details of any of the things. Now, what you can also do is, suppose you want to compare 2 documents, then the 2 documents can be uploaded, and you can compare. Please compare the suppose fire detection and separation systems of document 1 and document 2. So technically, you can have lot of insight into the documents without getting bogged down by the length of the document, right? Now let me go back. I think I'm running a bit slow. We have lots to do, and this is just the first thing which I have shown. So second portion is, okay, so this is anatomy of a perfect prompt. So if you define who you are, you define the context that uploaded is the latest policy circular on track safety set under construction block. You set state the exact task what you want, summarize the top 5 mandatory safety compliance steps, and in a format, in a clean bulleted list. So this is a good anatomy of a prompt you are expecting. Now let's come. Now let's come to the second portion. Uh, I hope I am clear and I am able to convey. Uh, can anyone just unmute himself and say, all my voice is clear? I think unmuting is not allowed presently. So just a second. Okay, let me carry on. This understanding pictures and extracting data. Thank you. Thank you, ADTRD. And are you able to understand also what I'm trying to say? Can I have just a yes or no? Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Now I'm moving on to understanding a picture data. Very simple. With many a times now, let me say many a times, our actionable items are in an unstructured or even a written format. Now, what we think, we'll have to first put these data into Excel. Or if I have a grocery mart bill like this, then I'll have to, how do I make these records digitalized and actionable is again very simply done by all these AI like Gemini and Copilot. I'll give you two examples very quickly. So picture to data. Here, here this is a very casually written a text which has something in the top in English and rest of the things in Hindi. Let me see. Let me see what do I get if I put this into my Copilot. What I do is again I add this image of file. I do not have to uh, cut the picture, make it clean or nothing like it. Okay. So let me go to Gemini. Okay. And I just say, give me the text in English and Hindi font as applicable as given in the above image. Let me try. So uh, we have just specified for the help that it has English and Hindi font mixed. I'm not sure whether, but again, just see, it has very beautifully and very correctly taken the English portion as well as all the Hindi fonts all correctly. So even the small PTO in the end has been taken correctly and all the fonts. It is our job to just check whether these things are correct or not. Finally, human intervention for checking is always required. Now, suppose I go to Northern Railway site. Okay, I go to Lucknow division. And in Lucknow division, suppose this is the organizational chart. I quickly want, that this all the name of the officers with their uh, designations are written down in a formatted manner. So I just do a quick screenshot. I open Gemini, and in Gemini, I again upload this, and I say, I want a list of all the officers with their names and designations as mentioned in the above image. Let's see. Again, Gemini is good in processing images, in making images. So the time may be again dependent upon, see, top management. It has again divided also top management. Sunil Kumar Verma, ADRM 1, ADRM 2, ADRM BSB CMS. And then row 1, senior divisional officers, row 2, senior divisional officers with their names, and the bottom row. I think this is the best so quickly which we can get. Now, suppose we want. Now, let's try a more complex portion. This is Lucknow division, right? Suppose this is a route map. And I say, this is a route map, and I want all the stations from Lucknow to Sultanpur. Again, I take a screenshot. Correct. I go to Gemini. Sorry. I go to Gemini and I paste the screenshot. Just simple Control V. I have just pasted this screenshot. Now I have to be a little more specific. In the above image, list down all the station names which are on the route from Lucknow to Sultanpur, which with the kilometer written next to it. Only on the green line. Let just a help. Let me try again. So I have uploaded this image. I have uploaded this command from my side, and let me see whether it is able to understand. Wow. Utratia, Bakkas, Anupganj, exactly all the stations from Lucknow to Sultanpur. The next station from Lucknow is Utratia and ending in Sultanpur with their changes written next to them. So this is the power of Gemini and Google, which can help us understand it can help us understand information very quickly. I have not taken examples of any engineering drawings because it would not be proper to show you here on these platforms. But many engineering drawings can also be fed into it, and the correctness of such drawings can also be checked for a particular point which you have to specify. I have done that. That's why I'm telling you. Now, next portion, when let me come back to my presentation. So what we have done is understanding pictures and extracting data. So we have extracted data, we have understood from some pictures. Now let's see. Now creating images with AI. Now this is a very interesting portion, and I think everyone must have had their deal of experience in this. If not, please do try. It can always help in creating images. Only suppose with text, you do not need any image on the background. You just say, I want a brown colored chair with arms, with wooden arms in a wooden background with clear shadows. But you have to have that knack of writing all that prompt clearly. The clearer you are in describing your requirements, the better your result will be, right? So, uh, and what I have, so it can give an image like the one chair, the brown chair which is in front, or you can help us, or you can help in it by giving some photographs and asking it maybe use this photographs to do this or something of that sort. Very important. Even Gemini will also tell you, please do not use photographs which you are not supposed to use, which are also prohibited by IPRs and which are not yours. Now, let me give you an example. Suppose, suppose you are a presenting a report. You have to make a report or you have to give a presentation on Vande Bharat going to Kashmir. See, all I can give examples is of Vande Bharat because the last thing which I have dealt is Vande Bharat itself and Vande Bharat in Kashmir. So my focus is this area, these areas only. But you can whatever field, whatever presentation, whatever reports you can make, you can give a nice cover to it, or maybe the starting report. Suppose this is Suppose I have downloaded this image of Kashmir, a train in Kashmir. This is a diesel train in Kashmir, a beautiful one which I found, and so I downloaded it on the net. Next, I downloaded a Vande Bharat photograph. I found it nice, so with good textures, so I downloaded it. Maybe then I made this prompt. Make an image showing Vande Bharat train similar to as shown in the image VB in the background, similar to image Kashmir uploaded. These two are the name of the files, Kashmir and VB. So in the background, place this image and Vande Bharat in the front. Remove the existing train from the Kashmir, that is the file, and then introduce Vande Bharat. Now, just a small thing, also place OHE along the track because that was a train of diesel locomotive. So what I did was, I just placed this. Let me again open my Gemini, right? So I uploaded these two files. Now, oh, just a second, cancel. Instead of now ask Gemini, what you should do is now we are wanting an image. So I click on this images, right? This means now we are dealing with images. So it turns on a different background engine for itself. So it says upload files. I upload these two files, Kashmir and Vande Bharat. Open. and I give this prompt. Make an image showing Vande Bharat with the track. Also, give a heading at the top, Vande Bharat attaining heights. Maybe this is the name of the report. So I copy this and place this in the prompt itself. So make an image. We are very specifically asking it to make an image. And we say go. Again, it will take some time. I'm not very sure whether it will give a very good result or not. Many a times it's not able to understand. Many a times the OHE it places very badly, and I say no. The OHE masks are not placed correctly. Make another image. But let's see what it gives to us this time. So I think it has done a good job. It has given a heading. It has placed this Vande Bharat. It has given some OHE masts. So I think it's a pretty decent thing. If we just want to give a starter for our uh, a presentation, not a legal photograph, just for a place where the exactness does not matter so much, but it gives a very good idea what we are trying to convey, right? So this is an example of a Gemini image creation, and a lot can be done with that. Coming back to our presentation, the next part is even more interesting. Summarizing YouTube videos. We all are short of time and we all want to know a lot of things. Maybe it's railway budget, maybe any technology, maybe anything related to our work, our personal life, anything. What we can simply do is, and as an example, I show you, I'll open YouTube. I open YouTube. And I say understanding budget. Okay, let's say this is the budget 2026 decoded.
So there is this one financial
Simply
trap
have
that
to
keeps
do
us
is,
poor.
this is
Home
an
loans.
ad.
Let me explain. Let's say you take a 1 crore home and joining me today is Mr.
This is a 37-minute video approximately, which has many different people. And I really wanted to know about this thing. What I simply do is I go and copy this YouTube link, Control C. I come back to Gemini. Thank you, Gemini. I come back to Gemini and and type and give this link in Gemini. Now I have to say what I want. Make a summary of all important points in the given link for video. Also emphasize if there are important points for Indian Railways. Okay, I should write railways. So let's see what does it do. All the time, see, it's connecting to YouTube. Now, so first of all, important points for railways and infrastructure. It has given me a very beautiful point-wise explanation. What is the capex? Where you can find it. This 23-26 is the timeline of the video. So if at 23 minutes 26 seconds you go, you will find something being talked about this. Now railway stability between this and this, at once at this and once at this place. Investment strategy. The expert mentioned that railway sector is an excellent pond to fish in right now for bottom-up stock selection. So you and here impact on traders, major wins. It has categorized point wise, gold bonds, tax compliances, whatever is there, it has shown. One important point again is in the end, it says have Gemini watch the entire video. What does it mean? I say try now. So what it does is it's taking my full prompt with the only addition, watch the video. In this, the Gemini not only has a transcript. A transcript is a word to word written document of what the people have said, and then it summarizes. It watches the video means it sees if there are certain charts being showed which are not being talked of specifically in the script. Actually, script will be something in which only the things which have been spoken of are being written. But watch the video also captures the data being shown in charts, in graphs. Even even if the person have emphasized emphatically on some point, so this is the point. So it understands कि now this is such an important thing, and it has reorganized its answer. So this is a very good way of saving the time if we want to quickly learn about many complex things, right? Now let me move on to the next point. Summarizing YouTube videos के बाद, let's go to generating video from photo. Now this is again a very cool concept where not only we can help our the person to whom we are talking to understand our point very simply, but also visualize what we have in our mind. But for that to happen, you must simply tell the Gemini what exactly do you have in mind. Let me give an example. Gemini again is a very good tool for doing this, right? Now I have opened Gemini and now I insert in this a bushing photograph. I have a photograph. Pardon me, I'm an electrical officer. All my examples are generally related to electrical things. But yeah, I've taken examples generally related to videos. Oh, sorry, to railways. Now I select this create video. In this plus question, if I click, I say create video. And create video, I say new chat. try it. So how do I create video? Upload files. What file do I upload? I upload this photo of a bushing. I'll show you what is that photo of that bushing, and I will describe what I want. First, let me show you the photo of the bushing. So this is a sort of a transformer bushing. And I just want to say that here near the end, this resin or the paper core has degraded, it turned black, and then it was a flash, a high flash from the inner core outwards. So I had made a prompt. I had made a prompt in the above photo. Show the resin, RIP resin, the red shaded portion near the bottom, turning black and a spark generating from inner core to the outer wall. I had given just as an experiment yesterday, I had given this only. So it has generated a video. I will show you. It has generated this video. It zoomed in. So this thing has been generated. Now, let me have some more correction. This takes lots of time. That's why I made this video. Make the spark less intense, as if tracking. The burning will be of component and not as if the paper photo burned. If you could realize, the photo it showed burning was as if the only upper layer was burning. So let me try. I am not sure what will happen. I will again give this prompt, full prompt to this and say try. It will take some time to build a video. It's a lengthier process than building anything else. But yeah, it does help us. Also, in the meantime, I will show you something. I had been asked to give a lecture. This could take few minutes. Okay, we'll wait. So I had been asked to give a lecture on environmental protection to all the IRTS batch. Now I was just thinking, IITS batch after studying so much for civil services have come, and now I'll be again boring them with a green transportation thing. How to make that interesting? So I created I used this Gemini to create a animation that to implode them. You as a railway officer have the power to save the earth, which is dying of all these black clouds, and only if you embrace this earth will it turn green. Let me show you this video. The railway officer suddenly realizes, it embraces the earth, and the earth touches green. So this was my opening statement to all the IRTS officers present at that time, that though you may be knowing most of the subject which I am talking of, but please take it to heart that environmental protection is so important that until unless you personally embrace it, the earth will be destroyed. So until and unless you have a golden heart like this railway officer, you will not be able to save earth. So such type of things are very helpful if you want to emphasize a point, or if you want to show a particular fault, if you want to convey something to maybe drivers. That is also very important. Okay, so your video is ready. Let me see what it has made. Okay, maybe better. It has not shown that the paper is coming off. And yeah, maybe this is a better video. What you can do is simply download this video and use it as a MP3 file, MP4 file, wherever you want. So yes, this video generation capacity is restricted to, I think, 3 or 4 per day in the free tool. So be very careful while using it. It will soon say, now you'll have for wait for some time before using this, right? So this video has been generated. I'll show you again where it itself zooms in the photograph. I have not said, but just to emphasize that it is at the lower portion. It has generated this spark. We can again give some corrections if we want to show some particular other thing. Now let me go back to my presentation. Okay. So the next point which I'll be talking about is help in Excel. Yeah. We all say we are very good experts in Excel. We know all the formulas. We don't need any AI help. But in our busy routines, we do not really remember all the formulas. We do not really remember how to analyze this lot of data. Now I'll give you an example where Copilot can even see your screen and help you. I open one Excel file. Okay, this is the actual Excel file of the data being generated by the solar panel installed at my house. This is the dates. This is the production value per day. Suppose I want that here I write the date and here I write the highest, the second highest, the third highest, and the corresponding date. Can anyone think that he can write this Excel without knowing the formulas? At least I didn't know the formula. And so I asked, you want to say something, Deepak sir? Okay. Right. So suppose I say that this is Copilot. This is a feature in Copilot. See, one thing is very nicely you can say whatever I have told you that in cell C13, C14, C15, I want to give the highest production values and their corresponding dates in the B column. But let's see, let me try if this in Copilot, again app which is freely downloadable or which is freely available bundled together with your Windows. So I share this screen. Now since many screens are open right now, it is taking some time. Copilot asks me which screen. I say, okay, this screen. Share this screen.
Hi Gaurav, it's great to have you here.
Hello. I wanted a help. I wanted to write a formula in C14, C15 and C16 so that the highest values and the second highest and the third highest values of production are written, and in the next column the corresponding dates are written with them.
All right, Gaurav, I can help with that. What we'll do is use a combination of Excel formulas to find the top 3 highest production values and then retrieve the corresponding dates for each. So for the highest value in C14, in cell CUR14 type, this function finds the largest first highest value in the production today range. For the second highest in column 15, in C15 type, This gives the second highest production value. And for the third highest is C16, large value. Getting the corresponding dates, say D14, D15, you can use a formula to find the matching date. For example, in D14, index B2, B9 match C14, D2, D9. This finds the date from column B that corresponds to the highest production value in C14. You would do the same for the cells next to C15 and 16. Sujat. In D14, index B to B9, match C14, D2, D9. In D15, index B to B9, match C15. In D16, index B to B9, match C16. And that should do it. Let me know if you have any questions or if you need any more help.
Okay. So now what we do is I just go back and see whatever it was saying. It has given me, all right, Gaurav, I can help with that. Right. So it has given me what exactly is to be typed in C14. I'll just do a copied. I'll go back and I'll paste in C14. So this has given me the highest value. If you see, 14.3 is the highest value. It has used a formula called large. Maybe, okay, it is not such a difficult thing, but let me go back again. It has taken a second largest. Fine, I go back, I place this second largest, and I go back again, and this is the third largest. I copy, sorry, this is the second largest, this is the third largest. I come and C16, I copy this. And next to it, I want the dates. So for the dates, I go back, I look. So these are the dates. This is the formula for finding the date corresponding to this match. So I just copy this formula. In D14, as it says, and it gives the correct date on 2nd of June 2026. On 2nd of June 2026, that this was the formula date. And similarly, since it has not put $sign, I'm not just in the 6th June, it is 14. And lastly, so you can see whatever I just talked about, whatever requirement I gave, this is not a simple formula where indexing and matching a thing is there, or at least a difficult to remember. We can simply use AI to help us suggest a formula for the same, right? We can analyze. Now, a lot of data is being given to us in Excel sheets, like again being from propulsion background, all data from EMUs, from Vande Bharat, even from locomotives, they're running data, the speed, time, voltage, current, every second is being measured by the TCMS, and it is being recorded large amount of data. How do we know for how much time did it take current greater than maybe some X value, or for how much time was the tractive effort kept on full? So for if you're analyzing large data and if you have any queries, this AI assistant in Excel helps you overcome all such problems, right? So now let me come. I think all my use cases for these two have been finished. Okay. Now I come to the most important and the thing which I love the most. the Notebook LM. First, let me go back to the presentation. Now I have, okay. Now I will be introducing you to another AI facility of Google, that is the Notebook LM. And all the presentations which you are even seeing presently have been made by Notebook LM in 5 minutes. It's a very good tool for us for making presentations, for making reports, for doing work so that AI does not hallucinate. I think we all know what is AI hallucination means. Hallucination is when AI just thinks up of some data to give us an answer. That data might not be present on the net. That data might not even exist, but it hallucinates. It thinks that something is there and gives an answer. In short, it gives a wrong answer. And yes, AI I shouldn't say very often, but many a times can give wrong answers. Now, what is the advantage? Why I'm telling you about hallucination is if in an open chat, suppose this is a chat and this is a Google chat, and you just say, I'll open a new chat. Ki, what are corporate laws in India? So what happens is I have not given any question, any source to it. AI is free to search the net, and with the result that many a times it can result in wrong answers. So let me uh, show you how this Notebook LM helps in reducing or eliminating this hallucination. Okay, this Notebook LM, first of all, you can give certain materials, guidelines, past reports, or instruction manuals, and can ask them to process and make many different things. We'll see how. The best part is we specify the source from where this data is being taken. So it is not free to take anything from open webs. So it is saying that a traditional LLM takes this data from anywhere in the web. In Notebook, you can ask to take it from the web, but again select, okay, they take these three sources only. So the knowledge base is only uploaded documents. The hallucination risk is near zero. And the primary use is deep document auditing. That is when we have to understand one document very deeply. So in our scenario, we have many things. We have to read and understand many documents. Here, there are three panes, the windows. The first left one is the source. The middle one is how you want to synthesize. And the right one is what type of output you want to get. You have to select. You have to get an audio, a quiz, or a slide deck. Now, let's take one by one. Here, the primary importance is we can upload 50 sources per notebook. What is a notebook? A notebook is one project which you have created in which you input data to create some reports or to create some presentations. That that sources can be PDFs. That source can be anything from a Google Drive. That source can be anything from a web URL or even a YouTube video. And that source can even be any audio uploads, any speech given by a Minister of Railways also. It can take all these and comprehend and make a report and make a presentation and make a mind map and make an infographic or make a flashcard. We'll see what exactly these things are. So, so here, so when we add source, we select particular thing and then we say that click insert this only this will be added to your product, not everything which it has searched for. Another advantage of this is it has a regional linguistic translation. You can translate the audio and the text also in Hindi. Sometimes we have difficulties in converting the text which we have to Hindi, or maybe Bengali, maybe Tamil, maybe Marathi. For if you want any regional uh, documents to be pasted or posters to be pasted or presentation to the general public to be given, we can use this feature. So what all can be this notebook LM engine? It can gives an audio overview. I give an input, a document, and it can give a podcast. A podcast is when two people are discussing about something, and yes, it will, if it can create an audio of any required length, of any required depth. Suppose a railways has issued a policy on something and you don't have the time or inclination to read it, but when you are going for a morning walk or an evening walk down back to your office, you can simply just put it on your phone and have a Bluetooth in your head. You can hear people talking, which can help you understand and absorb the important features of that document. We can even have a video made for that. We can have a mind map, which I'll show you what exactly is it. Structured data tables. And one very important thing is it can make presentations. So it can make automated field briefings also. Suppose you have given some directions and you want that all my supervisors in the field should know these 5 important things. You can just make an audio clip and post it in the group so that everyone has heard it at least, apart from the written document. It can make a map sort of thing that, okay, from this, here the thing will come, then here, then here. This will help to structure your information. And again, many information which we have are in unstructured format. It extracts that structured format and gives a good table in that. It can also create certain quizzes for maybe certification. Suppose a senior D operation has issued a new circular, and this new circular he has to check whether all the drivers have understood and uh, uh, really understood and gone through it. So a quiz can be created of maybe a 10 questions. Okay, let's see about that document, that what all this document contains. So it can create an interactive quiz. These are certain limitations about the capacity. Only 50 sources. I think presently more than enough for us. Isolations. The notebook cannot talk with each other. And the governance. Okay. There is no native AI API. We do not want that. So Before ending the presentation, I'll just, and before starting this notebook LM, what I wanted to share is this important slide, that humans always have to be in the loop. We can ask AI to generate, but an officer has to review and give a judgment on it before signing it off for accountability, right? So it is not just that we have created and everything is final. You can always find some faults in the thinking of AI because it does not have the full background. Now let me come to this beautiful tool of Notebook LM. I've just opened Chrome. I type here Notebook LM and notebooklm.google.com, right? I have already signed in. Gaurav Mathur has already signed in. So it did not ask. For those who are new, it will ask, please sign. So you can sign with your Google account. Now it will say that create a new notebook. That means a new project. So here you can say create a new notebook. Now, okay. I should show you. Okay. I'm creating a new notebook. This is the first screen which you get. Here you have to add sources. So what you can do is upload files. You can give links to websites or YouTube videos. You can give link to your drives or even copied texts. So let me show you how I made this energy efficiency policy of Indian Railways, IREAP, is a very comprehensive policy issued by board in December 2022, and it has a lot of details with basically 5 major points, 5 action points. So that what are those 5 action points? Again, detailed here: sustainable buildings, cloud-based things. So this document is itself a full-fledged knowledge repository of what the Indian Railways thinks of energy efficiency plan. Now, how to convert this in all the important ways I have asked you. So what I do is I go back to this notebook LM. I say upload files. So it has opened my computer. I have energy efficiency policy. Okay, open. So now on the left hand side, you see that this source is being uploaded, and you can say select all. So this has been selected. If you deselect this, it will be deselected. Now if you selected all, this will give a brief of what exactly is there in this document which you have uploaded. Now suppose I want to add, I want to search web also. Give instances or what energy efficiency measures have been taken by Indian Railways. Okay, I have given it a web and fast research. I am asking it to now bring all such documents from the web. Now that's why I'm saying it has now brought these documents. You can say select all, so that all the documents are selected. Maybe this mission 100 electrification, head-on generation, measures taken by, uh, let me just enlarge it. Okay. Yeah. So you can find out an essential summary of key traction and then non-traction measures here. So you don't think I want to select all. No, I want to just okay, this solar lighting one maybe, or maybe green railway stations. Let me say, I just want to select this. The best part is, so it will not take all the other ones. So the sources which has selected are these two only. So the sources now have been selected. Now, what I want to say, I want to give, I want to summarize the action plan as decided by Railway Board for energy efficiency measures. Okay. Now this is my with examples. So now it is extracting information from these sources and making a gist. Now this is the most important thing where where we can generate these 9 type of things, and the audio can be in Hindi, Bangla, Marathi, and all these languages, right? So let me first click on slide deck. What is slide deck? Slide deck is a presentation. So because it takes a lot of time, let me just click on this. Here you say it now. When I click on this portion, it opens this slide. So will it be a detailed deck? Yes, I want it at a detailed deck. Short or default? Default. Make a, or rather add a high level outline or guide the audience style. Create a deck for beginners using a bold and playful style. Right. This is the thing which is written. So let's see. I say generate. For this generation, it will take some time. That's why I've just started the generation. And now let me say mind map. Mind map, the mind map must be restricted to specific source. Mind map is what exactly is, what are the actionable points. I have started making a mind map. So if here you see a mind map is being prepared, a slide deck is being prepared. Infographic. What exactly is infographic? Is a picture. Again, I say here this. So I say make a, or rather it will make an infographic to explain the actionable points of energy efficiency policy. Generate. So it is generating now infographics also. Now let me make a quiz also. Make a quiz. Make a colorful quiz of 10 questions. Let me give only this small answer, generate. And what's left? Audio. Let me make an audio podcast also. Let me make a short audio a brief one. What should the AI host focus on in the actionable points? The actionable points in the policy generate, right? So here we are generating so many things. Now, let me show you the first thing which has come up is the sustainable mind map. This is the sustainable mind map which shows that this IREAP, Indian Railways Energy Efficiency Action Plan, has these actionable points, and this is showing the 5 actionable points along with green station rating process. So now we can just say station buildings, and it will again give what are the points which have been covered in station buildings. Now, suppose I just want to see what is there in the power quality restoration. So it will give these things. So this is called a mind map. So that you can help in any presentation to understand people that this is the flow of the process which is being asked for, right? Now, what else has been made? Okay. So this is I think the infographics has also been made. Let's see. So this is one picture which is defining the full thing. Wow. This full picture has been made by the document which has been given. So this building portal, the ESCO implementation, the Niyantrak, high efficiency equipment, all these are the actionable points which are there in the a roadmap given by the IREAP plan, and the efficiency gain to 20 to 25% in reduction in existing building consumption. These all have been highlighted and bulleted and made into a picture, right? So this is what is called an infographic map. Oops, sorry. Now, so now next I come to slide deck is not still prepared. Okay, railway quiz is there. Let's see. So it has made a railway quiz. Indian Railways has established an ambitious target to achieve net zero carbon by which year? 2030, 2050? 2050, not quite. 2030 is the right answer. So we can help. This is navigable by next. So any person can go through this under IRPA Action Plan 1. So if you have, well, this is a way to check whether this thing has been understood fully by the person or not. So this quiz has been created impromptu, and again you can define the level of difficulty, you can define how many questions, everything in this. So we minimize this also, and okay, the slide deck and the audio overview are still in the process. Let me show you. Maybe it will take some time and we are running short of time. Let me show you. I had done this similar thing, exact similar thing yesterday with the same documents, with energy efficiency policy and two other documents, and had made bilkul similarly what I have shown you. So here, if I show you the RailNet Zero blueprint, this is the slide deck. This presentation is given to you by AI. All the API 1 mandating sustainable building a structure, API 2, Niyantrak data infrastructure, API wise, one by one, how the things API 3 and 4, and with such graphics, with such data, which you have beautifully uh, done, are all summarized very well with all the correct measures. Now suppose I want that maybe this topic, financing the transition execution models. I want to change the topic. So what I can simply say is these are not exactly editable like a normal PPT. What we have to do, we select this slide and we say revise. When we say revise, it says what has to be done. We simply say change the heading from this to this, dash, 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 and, regenerate, and then regenerate the revised deck. So the deck will be revised with the whatever changes you have asked for, right? So I have shown you how all these things have been created. All these all these PPTs can be very beautifully created. And suppose you want a bigger PPT, you can add 2 3 aspects. You can simply say that have this aspect, make 10 slides from this. Generally it has a limitation, it generally creates 15 slides presentation. So you can one by one ask, okay, you can give one document and say presentation on this. Next, give another document and say presentation on this. So like I'll just show you. The last thing I'll be showing you before ending my thing is I had to take a class on Consumer Protection Act. So this is the Consumer Protection Gazette notification, and chapter wise it dealt was what responsibilities, what infrastructure, the Gazette showed everything. So how to make it into this? Um, sorry, it simply changed. It simply made this into this Consumer Act Protection Act, a comparison between 1986 and 2019 with different stages. Chapter wise, I had asked it, chapter wise, you tell me what are the liabilities, what are the redressal systems. So this presentation has been beautifully made by with the help of NotebookLM. So I think with this, I'll end my presentation for today. AI is working much ahead. One thing which I wanted to share, but due to paucity of time, I did not, was when we want to upload documents which are confidential to AI. So there we can easily, nowadays, many free downloadable LM models are available. You can download an AI model for yourself, which will be not requiring internet and which will be sitting only on your laptop. And you can ask then its AI to work for you. Naturally, it will be a much lesser a smart AI than Gemini, which is backed by high learning processes and many other data. Lekin for all confidential purposes, the such downloadable AIs are there, and we can very easily use them also. So be very careful before uploading any document which you think is confidential, because this again is used by AI to learn things. And
good evening, all. I would like to thanks Gaurav Mathur sir for this insightful use of AI in office works. It is very beneficial to all audiences, and it will help a common person or officers in railways to excel in their work. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you.